This next run now is the Golden Needle Awards. So the theme for the Chicago seminar is Magnificent Stitch.
Right.
And so we're just going to run through, there's a ton of them. So we're going to go through so that you can see them all, but it's going to be quick. So here we go.
Here we go. And in the theme, you were supposed to stitch something that meant a magnificent stitch to you. So that was the theme, and that was, you're supposed to do your artist statement, and I do believe under that. So again, Elizabethan sweet bag, surface embroidery, original surface on the Kansas, my Kansas. Yeah, that looks like Kansas. Haven't been through there.
And we do reserve the right to stop and gawk at periodically at ones we really like. Not that we don't like all of them,
right?
Every now and then.
And this is the one we talked about the other day. You won an award. This is Well of Wishes. We're going to do a separate video on this one. Interesting piece. A gingerbread retreat cottage. Oh, by Carol Reed, with the heart hanger on top. I love these dimensional pieces. That's just something that makes me curious. It's like, okay, memories from childhood, surface embroidery.
I love that piece. But down here.
All right, here's Helene Ossipoff's Fabergé egg.
Where it says Bobbie Pilling.
Yeah, we know.
It's that little box.
Okay. And then down here we have Tree with Squirrel. All right, where's the squirrel? Find him.
I don't know. I don't see him.
Okay, it's there
all right,
somewhere.
So guys, find him.
It's like a Where's Waldo?
Yes. Okay. Original piece on life, the stitched universe and everything.
So kind of a tree of life thing, and this is.
This definitely surface embroidery and definitely original. Look at the gold twisted threads and oh my.
It's
and obviously it looks like a person down here. Face.
A people?
Yeah, a people.
All right. And then up here we talked about this in a show. Third place.
Portrait one. And then
Chiquaga Falls.
Thank you, Gary.
No problem. All right.
And then
this one
is Natalia Franks.
And when we showed this one, it was flipped over. So now we're seeing, it was displayed as flipped over. So now we're seeing this petty point work all on the front side. And the fact that it went so long, flipped over, to me, Natalia should be really proud of that nobody noticed. And then now to see the front is even more stunning. So that's,
And I think it's on 56 count is what she said.
Well played.
And this is Egg Island. It's an original beading piece.
Yeah, she'd show the ribbon and everything. But then I wanted to get in on.
Okay. A dimensional piece.
And this is Best of Show and Judge's Choice, Fern by Marge Kelly. You have to get in. See, some of these you have to get in because it's the squares in the background that may, and you can see them, but you see in person. Yeah, as always, in person.
Yes, yes. And this is Natalie Dupuis, A Life in Color, Silk and Metal original.
And Natalie was third place in the Silk and Metal on this. And then Blue Eyes now is the Judge's Choice, Donna Pence. So Blue Eyes. Would she tell us this is the third tiger, or she's done two and she's working on a third one?
Yeah, they're working on a third one.
Yeah. And
Heritage by Frances Rourke, a canvas piece.
the story.
All right, so this is entered the national piece, The Magnificent Stitch, and the second was the theme of connections set by the SWAT interest group of Dogwood Chapter. My piece reflects the heritage and the two sports I've competed in, equestrian and swimming. So a canvas piece.
Huh. Okay, so each of those flags has meaning. Neat. Okay. All right, moving on down here.
This is fiber form. It's moved to the Bobbie Pilling Award, the one that's out of the box. So this is Blackbird and Rose Ground by Sally Olsen. And using, obviously, bobbin.
This is like a needlework interpretation of the bobbin lace process, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Still don't know how they keep track of all those.
I don't know either.
Not, no. And then Angry Bird 2 by Sally Olsen.
Yes.
And then
Blossom Ink Spots Series by Sally Olsen. A bobbin lace design from 2020. So again, more some bobbin lace. Frida's Escape by Jenna Mcclooney.
this is most interesting.
Yes.
Kind of a mixed media, isn't it? Would
Yes,
you say?
I would
is
say
that?
so. I would say
That
so.
face in there. But it's, you know, a really interesting treatment.
Right, right.
Frida's Escape.
So
Yeah.
And
here's
here's
this one. This one is intriguing.
Pokeweed and Berries by Karen Schuler. Applique of silk and Japanese paper using free motion machine and surface stitching on dyed silk broadcloth.
Wow.
Silk and Japanese paper.
Wow.
And then stitching on top of that.
Yeah. We're just going to enjoy this a little bit.
And I wonder if she painted some of it.
I don't know, but when you step back, you look close and it's fascinating, but you step back and it really is a beautiful
Right,
scene there.
right. And her choice of colors
Yeah.
with the hot pink and the greens and the black. Well, yeah, that's what pokeberry looks like, but yes. Duh.
So she's true to nature.
Yes,
We like that.
yes.
That one's, yeah, I'm liking that one.
Yeah, but when I first looked at it, I thought, wait, and then, but you look at it again, and I love the treatment.
Yeah, very nice. All right, moving along here. Bridge, you can do the name.
Oh, I let
Go ahead.
Linda Strauss Larson. There you go. Embroidery about connectedness in the form of an abstract landscape. The bridge between the two cliffs. Oh, I like this one.
This is where it's so interesting, the art. Now this is Jenna Mcclooney's A Child's Dream.
Oh, so she was looking through her baby artifacts that she has,
Is
a
this,
collection.
christening dress, maybe?
Yes, it looks like it. Looks like it.
Doesn't say?
It doesn't say. More of an artist statement than
We're gonna go
a
with it.
the materials.
We're going with christening dress.
All right, and then this one is Pumpkins by Patricia Fisher. Another fiber form. Again, you know, you think of pumpkins and the orange or maybe the blue and white, but this one, using all the different colors, she gets beautiful shading and the stitch itself is simple. It looks like a very simple stitch, but
Yeah.
but look at that.
This one's fun to look at close.
Yes.
That's fun. All right.
All right, this one is The Dude in Glory by Katherine Thomas. So I had to laugh. It was, I have always loved scientific diagrams and imagined prehistoric scenes. While I drew out the basic design here, I did not plan the colors or stitches in advance. I just let the whole thing grow organically. So she said she wanted to explore simple materials. Yeah, great.
She's got some things going on in those plant leaves. Yeah.
Yes, and the dinosaurs.
Yep.
I just love them.
Yeah, all right. Now, here's a couple of really interesting ones. These we don't see.
No, and they're by Kathy Andrews, handmade flax fiber with native Iowa grass shaped into a container.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So she made flax fiber, but then she also kept the original plant
Right.
to create this container. Let's see if I can get it to show that it in fact is a container. Looks like I can.
Now the next one, again, handmade flax fiber with leaves destroyed by bugs shaped into a container. As in our artist statement. I love this one. Love, love, love.
That is good. That is good. All right, now.
Timeline 2020. There's no statement on it. I'd love to know her thoughts about why she chose the colors, why she chose the stitches.
There's got to be meaning in all those stripes that are different lengths.
Yes, this 2020 was quite the year.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good if we had the statement. That'd be fun to see.
Yes. I'm going to let you do this one.
Lord de Tom.
Oh, look at
Lord de Tom.
Excellent.
Marie Renee Otis. How's that? I probably
Excellent.
butchered that French. Every French person just screamed.
We needed Natalie here. Art embroidery representing a landscape.
And this is Ornoué?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one Natalie was telling me about. Did I see the Ornoué one? And now we have. Yes, Natalie, we've seen it. Holy smokes, look at all that. Couching all over. Wow.
9 techniques of couching in the piece, which was her challenge. 9 techniques.
Didn't know there were that many.
Me either. Amazing, amazing piece.
That's something. Mm-hmm. Now I can see why she asked me if I'd seen it. Because
Yes.
you gotta see it to believe it. Wow.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, Border Crossings by Kathy Andrews. This piece is a response to all the migrants trying to come into our country, a place they feel safer for themselves and their families. The cost of their journeys is represented by gold paths on the fiber, paths that cost gold rather than paths paved with gold.
Kathy talks about how her design work that she teaches, her crewel embroidery and other service embroidery, and then what she does for herself are vastly different.
Yes.
And yeah, if you look up Kathy Andrews' work, you'll see things she teaches has nothing to do with this. And it's interesting that there's really 2 artists in her head.
Right. So there's the more, what I would think of a more formal embroidery artist, and then there's this fiber artist that, both beautiful in their own right, both beautiful. All right, so here is Ode to the Palette.
Now
This is the Bobbie Pilling
Yeah, we're
Memorial.
into the Bobbie Pilling
Okay.
Awards.
So we took this class.
Yes, Natalie Dupuis, Ode to the Palette, and these are the triptych that she did. And these are based on the color palettes in Water Lilies, Girl with a Pearl Earring, and Portrait of Adele Bloch Bauer 1. Okay.
The last one is the only one that I don't know. But
Yep, don't know that one. So anyway, taking the color palette, using couching, gold work, and creating these discs, these circles with the color palette. It's a neat idea.
It is very, very neat.
Yep.
Again, Grasshopper by Tawny Carter.
And this was the Bobbie Pilling Award, first place.
Yes. And the dimension on that, the beads. I just love it that she started with the fabric and then went to town.
Yep.
And then this is also the Bobbie Pilling Award on the horizon.
Easy for you to say. And this thing is
tiny.
it 4.5 inches square, and all done, this landscape all done with straight stitches.
Yes. And that's just amazing to me, the
Look at
detail in
yeah,
there.
and the dimension, the depth she created. Yes.
All right. Then this one is a spring sampler by Melita Glavin. I said your name wrong, sorry.
We love you nonetheless, Melita.
Yes,
Beautiful piece.
yes.
Nicely done. All right, and then up here we have Strip Tease by Florence Cokenberger. I'm going with that.
Excellent.
Interesting sampler.
Yes, and it was inspired by a retreat exercise. So they must, for fiber form, they must give them like challenges, little challenges to say, okay, let's see how you stretch. Let's give you a challenge that kind of pushes you out there a little bit.
And then
A Cylindrical Forest by Sharon Powell. And this is a dimensional piece, and it looks like it's on some sort of netting. Definitely thinking out of the box. It sounds like Dogwood's chapter has a lot of people. I see that chapter name come up a lot. They must be pushing their stitchers to try.
people who don't buy a chart and stitch it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Let's see what else we
yeah.
can do. We can see what else we can do.
Now here's Kathy Andrews again.
Anger and recovery.
This is a fascinating story behind this one.
Right. She had ductal carcinoma in situ, and she had a mastectomy, and she's now cancer-free. But this is about her anger and her feelings. And if you see it in person, it really does convey her feelings as she moved through the process.
Yeah, an emotional piece to look at.
Yes.
Without question.
Yes.
I can talk about it now. I have to say the first time I saw it, I'm not sure I could have said anything without
Right.
getting a bit choked up. Powerful piece. Really well done. Yeah. And then up here, one of my favorites.
The Shell and Needle Lace by Rachel Watkins.
So love the way she created what looks like old torn up netting with shells snagged in it. I really like this piece.
Yeah. And in her presentation, doing it in a circular form, rather doing a rectangle. I mean, great job. Great job.
All right, that's the exhibit. Beautiful stuff all the way around. And once again, if you can't find a technique in there you like,
Oh.
there ain't no more.
There's no more. There's no more.
Yeah, all right.